everybody. Welcome back to Connections with Danielle. This segment is going to be a little bit about me. I am in Batesville, Arkansas, and I'm going to show you the block that, as Miranda Lambert would put it, built me. So get ready for a little tour. Hi, this is my house. I moved into this house when I was 6 months old, and we lived here until I was 11 when I moved to Memphis. Probably one of my best memories in this house was just getting to spend time with all of my friends here. We had a great sledding hill next door, and growing up, all of my core memories are in this house and on this block. This house belongs still to Bob and Elaine Sweet. When I moved in next door, their kids were 5 and 10, and I was 6 months old, and I became the immediate baby sister. And it was fantastic to have Robin and Chuck as my big brother and sister. We grew up together. We rode horses together. We went to the lake together. Got into some trouble Chuck and I got into some trouble together, and Robin and all of her friends became my babysitters. There's lots of fun stories in this house. If you would like to know those stories, let's have a one-to-one. So this is the house I have probably spent the most nights in of my whole life. This is my grandparents' home, just around the block from the very first house that I grew up in. And we have had this home in our family since 1951. The Jinkersons have owned this house. My aunt lives here now. I lived here for a long time. Both of my cousins have lived here. And we're really glad to have my Aunt Sue-Ann back from Alaska and living here so we can continue to have traditional family get-togethers in our home. The house has changed a little bit because, as you can see, there are gardens all in the front now, which we didn't have then. And as we move to the back, her extremely amazing water garden. Thank you so much for allowing me to stay here while I was visiting this last time. And we love that we still have the Jinkerson homestead. Hey, everybody. So this is the White River in Batesville, Arkansas. This is the town I grew up in, like I said earlier, and the main hangout was the White River. We would come down and cruise and do all the things and just sit and watch the river. And of course, as I got older, it just became a really great spot to sit and relax and listen to the water. We'll go over and I'll show you the dam here in a little bit. It is just a beautiful place. And if you want to come to Arkansas, this is a great little town to visit. There's lots to do, lots of history, and of course, lots of water activities.
Hi, Franklin Tire here, local American family insurance agent here in Olathe, Kansas for the last 40 years. Today we're going to talk a little bit about what if I have an older home and there's special kind of woodwork in there that they don't do nowadays, or there's special trim in there, or there's special wall coverings, or there's special ceiling coverings. Maybe they have an old tin roof inside the home that's decorated and stamped. What do I do about that? Well, there are a couple things you want to keep in mind when you're talking about historic homes or older homes. If you want to keep that type of stuff in your policy, Generally, what you want to do is you want to talk to your agent about that so that he is aware of it, so that he can add an endorsement to your policy to cover those things. Typically, what we have to do is we need to add additional replacement cost features to the homeowner's policy so that there's coverage for those type of things. So keep those types of things in mind if you have an older home, so that we know and that you can make sure that you're covered for the things that you want to be covered for.